All right, for all of you that chose pile number 1, let's get into it, y'all. All right, so the guiding light, the guiding ancestor, the guiding nature, natural force of nature that is here for you, pile number 1, is the Neter Wajet 16, which is also a 7. Again, that number 7 that I channeled at the beginning in our message, just 777, the number 7, things coming to you in 7 could just be very important for you, or you could just be receiving that message from your guides. But life force energy is at play for you. I also channeled some messages, but we have Wajet here, as well as the throat chakra. Again, we hear that we had that message at the beginning about speaking your truth, right? Ooh, very, 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 very beautiful confirmation. Let me just line all this up and see what story is being told for those that chose pile number 2. Your energy was actually somewhat heavy, right? And it was a little difficult to... I felt the energy was really like stuck between my heart chakra and my solar plexus. It was just sitting right there, and then my throat felt like I had like something like just stuck in my throat. So those were the physical sensations that I was hearing in my body. All right, and so we have the you, and we have your soul's guidance on your path right now, and as well as the path of least resistance being lit up for you. So let me dive into these channel messages and see what it is and what it ain't. All right, pile number 1. So we have intuition and high priestess really leaning into your intuition at this time of this 222 portal. Whenever you view this message, come back and forth to it, all that jazz. All right, we have intuition and high priestess. Use your fear wisely. Be fierce. Again, we have you, your soul's calling, and your path of least resistance being highlighted in the spread. You also have, I wrote down the gift of humility. Messages from Wajet, all right? You're dealing with issues around ignorance, greed, and arrogance. Learn from wisdom or from woe. But Wajet assures us that we will learn her lessons and take greater responsibility for our thoughts and actions in the world. All right, so pile number 1, you will be held accountable and are being held responsible for what you think and what you do. Okay, going through an ego transformation and adjustment that will balance your energy so you can handle the power of the goddess Wajet. All right, Kundalini Awakening is happening for you at this time. Major shift in consciousness from ignorance and greed to enlightened awareness. All right, take notes of what rises from within you at this time and really journal and document this process, because you're going to really be journeying through a lot. Again, your energy was very heavy. It was almost a little murky, as if like you have to really like purge a lot of what you thought you knew to align with your soul's calling. Okay, so you could just be in that void area a lot during this time. Note anything that you have been acting out in inappropriate, hunger, or just addictive ways. Call on Wajet to help you break through to the other side if you hit your head on a wall or just bottoming out in a particular situation. So Wajet is your guiding light, your guiding netter, your guiding natural force of nature that you are embodying, calling in, as well as embracing, because you got work to do, pile number 1. Again, I said my back and my spine got very high. Your energy was heavy. I wrote down these words: muffled, unenthused, underwhelmed, somber, hard to be sober, like present, like just okay with what is, confused, lackluster, wanting clarity but afraid to initiate. Like I said, throat, lump in the throat, backside body is very hot between heart and solar plexus. So I do feel like this action card that we have for you, break every chain. I just seen 444 when I looked up. Break the chain, ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future. I feel like you are very much so in this place of just, I'm hearing like opposite day, like finally taking the steps to align with the truth in your inner guidance. Okay, so the chakra for you to work through, pile number 1, is you are experiencing some creative blocks. Your throat chakra. Okay, throat chakra. Use creativity to transform your pain into positivity. Again, that was in the general message where I channeled, like, your voice. Use your voice, share your voice. A lot of what you don't think matters. You have a very unique soul signature. You have the thing. What was that line when you open your mouth and what comes out, you realize just how much you do have a clear message. Okay, but you had to actually initiate that level of surrender and belief in yourself. Okay, so you have, I follow my inner guidance. You are learning to face your true north at the time of this 222 portal. Okay, you are learning to face your true north and trust your inner guidance. Again, you see this pathway of black and white, and then she's looking up into the stars. She's looking up into, she's seeking higher guidance. She is silencing the world. She's getting clear. She's understanding the dualistic nature of what it is to be a spiritual being having a human experience, and she is channeling information. She is trusting what her intuition is telling her. Again, I wrote down intuition and high priestess. Okay, lean into your intuition. Step into that high priestess mode. Wajet is here to let you know that you will either learn from wisdom or woe. Either way, you're going to get the lesson. Either way, you're going to get this work. Now, you're going to get this work through being wise, or you're going to get this work through woe. Like, woe, we know what that means, okay? So, either way, it's up to you, but you will take greater responsibility for your thoughts and actions in this world. And for some reason, I'm like, I have my evil eye necklace that I just clung to, and then I have this dual, the yin yang necklace on, and I literally just untangled them and just held them in my left and in my right hand. So again, you're dealing with dualistic energy. You're dealing with, the truth that you have around duality and dualism. You're dealing with this protection energy, this evil eye energy. You're looking at how some of your thoughts and your actions actually align with you being more of your own worst enemy than anything, okay? Because when you don't follow your inner guidance, then you are leaning into your ego, and your ego can misguide you based on what it is that you are viewing as real and true for you at this time. And power number 1, you are being reminded that, for one, you have a double mission. You have the double mission card. You're a light worker starseed. Serve the world by being you. And then like the rain just started running. Serve the world by being you. Serve the world by being you. Break the chain. You have ancestral patterns, healing and rewriting the future. So I follow my inner guidance. I think that was very self-explanatory, but this double mission. Let me remind you who you be, power number 1. Light worker starseeds, serve the world by being you. Light worker starseeds are mission and purpose oriented. Many have the feeling that time's running out and there's something that they came here to do, create, or contribute. They're here to grow as souls individually on their individual mission, and also to contribute to the planet in some action-oriented way, collective mission. Their collective mission is often answered through a career calling or by devoting their life to something bigger. Until they remember their collective mission, it can feel as if something's missing or that they've forgotten something really important. It's common for light worker starseeds to feel that they're different. They may carry soul memories of being visible or sharing their voice. As such, they may protect themselves by dimming their light in order to fit in, or by spending time in some sort of closet, such as a spiritual closet. If you pull this card, you're being called to remember your collective mission and step into it even more fully. You're being reminded that your role as a light worker is to light up the world with your presence. This doesn't have to be a great big thing or a decision you need to make. You also don't need to have a great big plan. If you resonate with being a light worker, all you need to do is work out what lights you up, your passions and joys, and keep doing that. That's it. Let me run it back one more time. If you resonate with being a light worker, all you need to do is work out what lights you up, your passions and joys. That's what lights you up. And keep doing that. When you trust and follow the simple path of things that light you up, and then lose yourself in the doing, you'll light up the world without even trying. Okay? How can you serve the world? By simply being you? Power number 1. this Kundalini Awakening, I feel like right now, again, your energy is like stuttering between your solar plexus and your heart chakra. And that once you get that, clear that up, get that ego in check, go through that ego transformation, it's going to then go right to the throat chakra. Boom. Open that voice up. I'm hearing lift every voice and sing, okay? Your creativity is going to be unlocked, and you're going to have learned the lessons of behind why your willpower and your heart chakra was jammed up. You had to break some ancestral changes, an ancestral pattern that has you literally like in this chain with a knot, and you have to break that chain to unlock all of that wisdom, to unlock all of that, okay? You're going to transmute those lessons. You're going to transmute that wisdom through your creative chakra, through your voice, all right? Giving your pain a voice, turning your pain into positivity, because now you have the wisdom. You can open your mouth and share and connect and be present with all that is, okay? It's a very seamless, like right now is making a lot of sense, pile number one. And again, you in this space of wanting the clarity. So again, I'm here to give you that divine confirmation. Like, yeah, what you've been feeling is exactly what you've been feeling, okay? So you right now, your coming guy is the Strength card reversed. And again, YJ is also like tapping in on that energy. The fact that, the Strength in reverse shows that you're very unaware and you're almost like chickening out, or probably cowardly, have more of a cowardly heart when it comes to doing this type of work, or standing in your light and allowing it to guide you, pile number one. You are in this space of just like, again, underwhelmed, unenthused, muffled, confused, lackluster, not willing to tap into that emotional reserve that lies deep within the heart, the giving it all that you got. You're just not in that space of giving it all that you got right now. And it bothers you. It makes you feel as if you're not in alignment. It makes you feel cowardly. It makes you feel as if you're not showing up for yourself, that you don't trust yourself, that you don't have a purpose, that you're just wandering in the waters. You don't know where you're headed. You don't know where you're going. And, this could just be your ego's way of keeping you small and keeping you the same. And it's like you're feeling this way because, deep in your heart, this is not like you. You're lion-hearted. You know that you have what it takes to go over and beyond. It's almost as if you know better, but you're not doing better. So you have a lot of energetic blockages. But the reason why you're not doing better is because it's an ancestral pattern that needs healing, okay? It's a belief system that's deeply rooted in you that was passed down to you, that you are not conscious enough of to actually bring the level of enlightened awareness to it and actually break it and undo it and begin again to start a new journey, to sing a new song, okay? So you right now, you're showing up as the Strength in reverse. So I feel like you know what you need to do, but doing it and having the energy and the courage to do it is something that you're battling with. Your soul right now, your soul calling, you have the Queen of Wands reversed and the Five of Wands in the upright. All right, this inability, your soul is like, listen, that fire, that decisiveness, that ability to dedicate, that badassness is just not here right now. And all that I'm dealing with right now is like conflict. It's like your soul is up against 4 other aspects right now. The ego, what you thought you need to be doing, what people say you need to be doing. You comparing yourself. Like, your soul is literally battling so much. And the fact that you're showing up as the Strength card in reverse further highlights just how much you are allowing these other aspects that are not real, not true for you to overtake you. And it's giving Undertaker energy. Again, the energy was very heavy, but it's a lot of conflict right now, not knowing what to do and where to go and who to do it with. And again, your soul is like, you're not listening to me. Like, and right now it's like a heart cry I'm feeling. Like right now it's like I can literally, like, I'm feeling like the emotion of crying, but it's coming in very deep. So I don't think I've ever felt this emotion of like my heart is actually crying. Your soul is crying. You are lowering your soul to a whisper. Right now I have chills over my head. I have chills over my legs. It's like you are in the space of the more you distrust yourself and you're calling, you are making your soul's voice turn into a whisper, and you are up against you're battling so much internally. Your ego, you're going through a major ego transformation. And why Jade is saying, call on her, call on that goddess, so you can have the strength, so you can have the wherewithal to get through what you're trying to get through. But this is an ancestral pattern. You're being told to break this chain. If you do not break this chain, you will be doing nothing but silencing your voice. You will be doing nothing but going up against your calling and forcing yourself to be in a box, forcing yourself to live a lackluster life, forcing yourself to live a life of confusion. And you are not here to do that. You are here to slay. You are here to live. You're here to be. You're here to grow. You're here to live a life of abundance and just purity and just of the utmost strength and creativity of your infinite being. And it's like you're up against the opposite end of the spectrum right now, and your soul is like losing the battle. So I need you to get lion-hearted right now, power number one. I need you to break the chain. I need you to remember who you are. I need you to remember that you serve the world by simply being you. You do not have to listen to anyone or anything outside of you. You are being told to follow your inner guidance, trust and face your true north. Your path of least resistance, you have the Three of Cups in reverse. Your path of least resistance requires you. I feel like you are, if you are in this, you're not in this space of celebrating. You're not in this space of congratulating yourself because you have not done the work. Your path of least resistance requires you to do this work. To lean into, to follow your inner guidance and to lean into the help of Wajet. To step into the space where you are connected to your soul and you're fighting through the battle in the things that you need to really rid yourself of ancestral healing. You have to do some major ancestral healing at this time to rid yourself of these hiccups, these actions, these behaviors, these thoughts. You're being held very responsible for what you are thinking and what you are choosing to do right now. So this your path of least resistance, it is not a one of just, again, what did I channel? Hard to be sober, hard to be present. You are lost in the sauce right now, avoiding, choosing to live a life of just, like I'm hearing basic human level, which is okay because you're sovereign. You can do what you want to do, but if you chose this reading, you obviously needed the confirmation. You obviously needed the motivation and empowerment as well as the divine guidance to answer the call. Again, like, look at all, it's 3 lights and they're literally upside down. Like, you're not following what lights you up. You're doing you're in the shadows of these people. You're living a life in the shadows of these people. Again, like you're living a life that you were being told that you had to live. It's giving very, very controlled. It's giving like I'm just going through the motions, but you didn't come here to accumulate more karma. You came here to break the chains. You didn't come here to accumulate more karmic debt ancestrally. You came here to break the chains, Powder Moon. You came to break the chains. You came to heal your bloodline. You came to serve as the Lightwork Starseed with a double mission of being here, present, doing what lights you up. And again, when you do what you like, what lights you up, when you do what you are passionate about, you don't even try. It just happens. It just happens. Well, as of right now, your soul is like, you're not trusting that. You're battling it. You're not tapping into your inner reserve. You're not being lighthearted right now. You're in this drunken state where it's hard for you to be sober because you're not happy with the present. But you will learn these lessons. You will get this work, whether it's through wisdom or through woe. Call on Wajet when you run into this your head hitting the wall, into this space where you're ready to break every chain. I'm hearing break every chain. That song, literally. There's an army rising up. There's an army rising up to break every chain. You have help. You have a lot of guidance. You have a lot of help. My nose is itching. I'm definitely unlocking my throat chakra. Sheesh. When I'm tuned into the energy of abundance, I become abundant. So you could be in this space of being financially very tied up and not using your energy wisely. Again, this 3 of Cups in reverse is just giving a major imbalance for sure. It's giving like a imbalance of spirituality and practicality. I'm hearing like you could be doing some work, but you're not doing the work. You could be avoiding the main thing that needs to get done. And when I'm tuned into the energy of abundance, I become abundant. Abundant is a energetic state of being, is an energetic vibrational resonance that we feel. And the only way you can feel abundant is when you're actually in this Queen of Wands energy, in this Strength card energy in the upright. That's abundance. This is abundance. When you tune into your inner strength, when you turn that frown upside down and you do this work, again, we have a lot of fire here. We have a lot of fire present. A lot of wands energy. This fire here. This Kundalini Awakening is going to really shake you up in all the right ways. So I suggest you make space and you clear the way forward. And learn that when you create mindful moments throughout the day, reminding yourself that you are love and that miracles are natural, the entire universe opens up to you. You step into being that infinite being that you came here to be. You step into actualizing your passions and joys in a very unique way. Your creativity unlocks. So again, the universe is telling you, I create mindful moments throughout the day, reminding myself that I am love and miracles are natural. Mindful moments throughout the day, reminding yourself that you are love. Reminding yourself that you are love and that miracles are natural. Because this isn't giving the energy of someone that believes in themselves and that miracles are natural. This is giving someone that has chosen a life of happenstance. Again, subconscious programming, because you haven't chosen the timeline that requires your full self. You're just hanging around. Don't hang out right here too long. Tune into the energy of abundance and become abundant. Follow your inner guidance. Get clear on your double mission and break these fucking chains. You're a very creative being. And you are a natural receiver of miracles. You are love. So let's step into this energy transmission. Let's step into the language of light transmission for the soul. So what soul transmission do we have going down for pile number 1 at the time of this 222 portal? Let's dive on in. Let's dive on in. All right. What transmission for the soul do we have for pile number 1? Thank you so much for this beautiful message. Woo, grounding. I'm hearing be here now by beautiful chorus. Be here now. Be here now. Grounding. 6. Take a beautiful look at this card. Breathe in its imagery. Again, you are at home in the great star nation and here on planet Earth. You are anchoring in those light codes. Be here now. Be here now. Grounding. Grounding. Let's get into it. Number 6. Anchor into the earth and always feel at home. Pile number 1. Anchor into the earth and always feel at home. All right. Circumstances have affected your energy. You may be feeling disconnected, scattered, or overwhelmed. You may be bumping into things or forgetting if you locked the door or turned the iron off when you left home. Stop whatever you are doing and breathe. Let yourself be here. Call your dispersed energy back to your heart. Imagine any imbalanced or excess energy flowing into the earth and feel the calmness of nature in exchange. Nature uses this energy for growth and expansion. This is a symbiotic, co-creative process that we need to remember and honor. When you recenter, you begin to feel more aligned, relaxed, and at peace. This may also be a message to spend more time outside. Nature lovingly resets our energy. It holds no judgment, but simply allows and accepts. Oh, excuse me. All right. So here's a meditation for you in pile number 1. For you to venture outside and lie up on the earth or lean your back against a tree. Allow the natural world to surround you with emerald green light. It flows from the heart of life, allowing you to feel safe under the blue shelter of sky. Gently close your eyes. Breathe in the air of nature. and breathe out any harmful thoughts and beliefs. After a while, the idea, I am loved, will begin to move into your mind. Let this thought flow gently through your heart, body, and mind. Feel love filling you. From the depths of your soul, a profound love, grace, and gratitude honors the relationship you have with Mother Earth. Drop deeper into this wisdom as your energy intermingles with the energy of the earth, like the roots of a tree. Stay here for at least 30 seconds. When you feel ready, focus on your physical body and breathe Mother Earth's nature, Mother Earth's love into your life. Then open your eyes and smile. So here's some inspired reflections and actions as well as some journal work for you, pile number 1. Take a class in pottery or use your imagination to mold your everyday experiences and sculpt your life. Go outside, be barefoot, lie down on the ground, or try sleeping outside. Meditate or do yoga outside for at least 10 minutes every day for a week straight. Watch your energy. Again, document your energy. Do some research on organic food, grow some vegetables, and try plant-based eating if it feels right for you to do so. Clean your system out, pile number 1. Woo! I unlock my throat chakra a lot. All right, journal work. For 3 days, draw or write about all the ways you feel grounded and connected to your body and the natural world. Bingo. Bing bong. I love it for you, pile number 1. Oh, excuse me, scratching my nose like this, but the more I talk, it's just vibrating, and it's like I unlocked my throat chakra doing this reading. So I did some really, really potent channeling for y'all. So again, happy 222 portal. Happy healing for you. Enjoy the journey. Be one with the journey. Tune into the energy of abundance. Follow your inner guidance. Use creativity to transform your pain into positivity, okay? Break this chain that you're up against right now so that you can soar. And remember to create mindful moments throughout the day, reminding yourself that you are loved and miracles are natural. Again, if you love this reading and you enjoyed it, you can give you can be in relationship with me by giving me an offering, monetary offering through my Cash App if you would like. Supporting Zayn Organics by buying something from the shop, simply sharing this video, giving it a thumbs up, leaving something in the comment section. Let me know how this message resonates for you on this beautiful 222 portal. Come back to this message as often as you see fit. It's a lot of love here, okay? And again, my book's open March the 8th if you want to book a personal reading with me and join and begin an experience with me as your spiritual guide. And March 4th, I'm doing a giveaway, so feel free to, again, patronize the giveaway so you can enter the drawing to win a beautiful bundle of all the self-care goodies that you can actually use to help you during this beautiful divine healing work that you're up against. So pile number 1, I love you for life. Take care of yourself and enjoy the becoming, right? Enjoy the life force energy, the purification, and the divine awakener that is being birthed through you at this time. Happy 222, baby. And let's make our way on over to pile number 2 right now. Meet me. If you chose pile number 2, let's get it. All right. And if you chose pile number 2, let's dive in. As you can see, I let my hair down. That could be of some significance to you at this time. A little fire magic. Ooh. Letting your hair down. Dancing. This flame is dancing. It's so beautiful. Very elegant too. I'm loving this energy for you right now, pile 2. All right, so let's dive into your channel messages. So, pile 2, I wrote down, it's all up to you what you're gonna do. I was channeling an R&B song by Joe, and it's like, and maybe I want to know all the things that turn you on so I can be the only one, something like that. What good is a diamond nobody can see? Okay, lights, camera, action, fairy tale, happily ever after. You know, it's giving rom-com movie with a happy ending, lighthearted, carefree, romance, love shattering, picking up the pieces, rebuilding a life that you love, redefining what love is. I got a Jones in my bones for you is something that I channeled. Daydreaming, see it, feel it, live it. So you could all be doing a lot of visualizations, embodiment practices. Pile number 2, I wrote the word bam, like oof, like things are gonna be happening very quickly, very fast for you. Notifications and responding. So make sure you got your notifications on. Make sure you're responding to some emails, text messages, anything. But gonna be responding. I don't know why my head just like started itching. Like I don't know, but it's like ooh, it's a lot of crown chakra energy maybe. And I did just let my hair down. And that could just feel very brand new to you. Living life like with your hair let down, like from this carefree space and just getting comfortable. And it's like a confidence thing, like getting comfortable and confident and being carefree, but like letting your hair down is like a major significance. Like no tension in the head space, no tension in your thoughts. Like, and when you notice that tenseness come up, like really sit with it, see where you're restricting, see where the anxiety is coming from, all those things, right? So yeah, I noticed my microphone wasn't plugged in, so maybe now I'm healing. All I need is one mic by Nas. Like, it's something about being plugged in, like, and then I chose not to plug it in because you could hear me clearer. Like, I didn't need to amplify what I was saying or doing. It was like a isness. So it's just like I'm feeling like pile number 2 is about to discover just how much like creation stems from them, just how much like they don't really need anything outside of them to get what they want. And I looked over to my left and I have like Goddess Maud and Hathor, and I went straight to Hathor and the Ankh in her left hand. So it's you all are very much so connected to our ancient ancestors, and it's like, you know, very top tier quality connection with the gods within and without. So just from my mic not being plugged on and then checking to see and then realizing like, hey, I didn't even need all the extras. That could be a thing for you. Like, you could be thinking you need so much, but like you already have everything and everything is within you. I feel like you're projecting your voice loud enough, like owning your voice has something to do with it. Like my crown, like literally I'm at the crown of my head right here and it is just like tingling. And in the last video, my nose was itching so much because it was like a lot of voice activation for pile number 2. So I meant for pile number 1. So pile number 2 could just be going through a lot of crown activation at this time. Really beamed up during this 222 portal, really opening yourself up to receive a lot of divine guidance, a lot of divine downloads at the time of this 222 portal. So yeah, but I am definitely like parting my hair. So like, I don't know, I'm just doing a lot with my crown, adjusting my crown, making sure that my head is comfortable, making sure that I'm confident, making sure that I'm at ease. And it's like me scratching my head is like, it's almost like relieving anxiety. Like if you wear your hair pent up a lot, I think you should literally wear your hair down and carefree and just be. Like be is a word for you. Like be. Keep looking over to my left. You could be seeing things to your left, where you just very much so in receptive mode, like responding to all that's coming in. So Pile 2 can have a lot coming in. Yeah, it feels really good. Feels really good. Feels very etheric and euphoric and calm and solace and stillness and patient. Your energy feels very alive yet discerning, you know, ready, but also in the space of like the best opportunity, the perfect opportunity, like things that are made and created just for you. It's given just for me. Perm box energy, you know. Again, it's all up to you what you gonna do, okay? And what good is a diamond nobody can see? I feel like you're in this space of like buffering, like polishing your diamond, like, ooh, all that scratching I'm doing, and just imagine myself like polishing myself up, like polishing my diamond, like, you know what I mean? So it's like you could be polishing your crown chakra, receiving a lot of divine insight, download information, a lot of messages, just a lot of communication, you know? But polishing the diamond, wherever the rough spots is or wherever that cloudiness is at, like, it's definitely going to be clarified during this 222 portal for you, okay? So, without further ado, let's get into the chords. Okay, let's get into the chords, the messages. I love the messages, okay? So, if you use the Book of Doors Divination deck, and it's an alchemical oracle from ancient Egypt. Again, we're this is God by, this is God talk, this is, yeah. So, and you are being guided, connected to, and showing up during the alchemical process number 6. We're going to dive into that, okay? So keep that close, okay? We're working with the family of the moon. We have here, AAH, the family of the moon, and Moot. Neck, that Mother Moot is a card that I'm very familiar with in the other deck, but this is Moot. And as you can see, take a good look, because we're going to talk about everything that you see in this card. Make sure you got this in your mind's eye. Breathe in and exhale. Welcome Moot into your conscious awareness. Welcome the mother. This is the mother, okay? All right, family of the moon, number 6 of the alchemical process, the role of mother, gestation in a physical, mental, and spiritual sense, selfless love, okay? The great maternal power, world mother, who conceived and gave birth to everything. Moot is self-produced and linked with the primal Nu as a deity. The process in which the seed is broken down in order to regenerate in new form, okay? She who contains and nourishes until the new form reaches maturity, all right? So we're going to keep this close. And we're going to grab our insight from the book, because I was definitely told to read you all's message to her. And again, my left ear is ringing. I'm finna receive some really beautiful information. Thank you, Moot, for being present with us at this time. I receive your love and guidance. For those that all chose pile number 2, and again, I work very closely with her. She's like a beautiful guiding, protecting ancestor of mine. Okay, we got the, all right, let's just go ahead and I'm hearing to do these 3 cards right here. I give offerings that are genuine. So Moot does require and is at seeking that, you know, you are the altar at this time, all right? Give offerings to yourself and give offerings to others that are genuine. With all that you do and all that you are, be genuine in the offerings that you give. And I'm also going to read that ideal of mine. So we're diving in pile number 2. Very, very prestigious, very regal energy right now. So we have Mother. Moot is the consort of Amun, the female netter in the triad of thieves. As the world mother, Moot was considered to be the great maternal power who conceived and gave birth to everything, although she herself was self-produced and was linked with Nu as a primeval deity. Did I say that word right? She stands upon waters, symbolizing the fluid origin of life, the womb waters impregnated by the hidden fire of Amun. It is in this maternal milieu that Khonsu is conceived and brought into existence as the moon. Moot wears the crown of the North and South united, the lady of the life of the 2 lands, and she holds the Ankh and papyrus scepter called Ujad. I don't think I just said that right, but we're going to flow with it. Symbolizing expansion, growth, life energy, vegetation, and usually depicted as green to symbolize growth and expansion. And my eyes landed right over there to the left. I'm going to let y'all see that. right to that scepter. That's not the one. Over. Okay, maybe not. She wears a vulture headdress and 2 vultures on her shoulders. Her arms with wings attached are outstretched, encompassing 4 directions. The vulture was regarded as sacred throughout Egypt and symbolizes the twofold nature of Mut. As a voracious devourer of corpses, the vulture represented the process of disintegration and decomposition, the process in which the seed is broken down in order to regenerate a new form. As a brooding mother, the vulture is the gestating principle of Mut, who contains and nourishes until the new form reaches maturity. In the Book of the Dead, Mut is joined with Jeb as a form of the mother goddess Nut. The deceased says in a hymn to Asar, I have given unto thee the sovereignty of thy father Jeb, and the goddess Mut thy mother, who gave birth to the gods, brought thee forth as the firstborn of the 5 gods, and created thy beauties and fashioned thy members. Mut became identified with every goddess that expressed this maternal principle, including Het-Hert, Aset, and Apet. As the cult of Amun-Ra spread through Egypt, Mut took on the solar attributes of Sekhmet and Bastet and became the Eye of Ra. She is represented as Sekhmet Bastet Ra, a 3-headed goddess with wings and a phallus, or sometimes with a man's head and a phallus on a female body, containing both the male and female energies within herself. Mut conveys the twin energies of Sirius into manifestation. She forms the egg to contain the fire of life, and she hatches the new being into the world. The 2 doors beneath her outstretched wings hold up the phallus of Amsu, emphasizing the generative quality of Mut. Within her body, the male and female polarities are mated, infinitely fertile and nourishing. The divinatory meaning, again, of this card is the role of mother. Gestation in a physical, mental, or spiritual sense. Selfless love. Very powerful, very potent. We're going to continue on down this path and see what else comes out for us. So I do want to let you all in on this number 6 alchemical process, okay? So position number... Oh, no. Oh, this is position number 1. Stands for Sirius, the sun beyond the body, the archetype shaping all matter. This is the element of fire, which is spirit. That is what place she is taking up. My apologies. Oh, for some reason I wanted to read position number 6. Definitely just broke my nail. Number 6 could just be in significance in terms of flowing of our emotions, wishes, and expectations. But it's something about number 6. It's a part of the alchemical process that I'm not done. What I want to speak of is, it's about the number. It's not the position. It is the order in which these cards are on a scale of 1 to 8. 8 being a level of mastery. So right now, number 6 is very... Okay, here it is. 6 is equilibrium, the perfect balance of opposing forces. Number 6 Neteru include Mut, and then it lists the other ones. But you're in a space of equilibrium, the perfect balance of opposing forces. That's what I was trying to get to. Thank you for that. Okay, so I'm here to read. To further clarify my read, I give offerings that are genuine. This is ideal. Nobody can see. got the master key. Yeah. The master key. I'm seeing the Ankh in her left hand, and it's talking about the master key. And again, 6, equilibrium, the balance of opposing forces. And when we have the Ankh, we have the phallus and the womb. Okay, it's coming on in. Number 6, shut up. We got 2 6s on the board. I give offerings that are genuine is ideal of my number 6. And it goes right up under mood. Can't make this up. I'm getting a little excited because like it's coming, it's happening. All right. I love this. I love when spirit be speaking and the messages just be like, hey, ding. Okay. I give offerings that are genuine, right? And so this was positioned right under the card, and this is what this card looks like. The core of Buddhist philosophy stems from an understanding that life is riddled with suffering, and it is our attachment to suffering that lends our life experiences more suffering. In finding mental, emotional, and spiritual liberation from suffering, we attain nirvana, the transcendental state where we are free from the fetters of materialism, detached from the effects of karma, and liberated from the cycle of death and rebirth. In the Emperor Tablets of Thoth, the Atlantean, translated by Dr. Doril, a comparable archetype is considered in the halls of Amenti or the Akashic records, where records of past and future lives coexist. But there's also a space where the soul is free from the body, living in light and able to begin the cycle yet again if it so chooses. And I'm about to read an excerpt from the Emerald Tablets of Thoth. I know, I'm excited. I need to slow down. Dwell here or leave here when thou desireth. Free is Amenti to the Son of Man. Take thou up life in what form thou desireth. Child of the light that has grown among men. Choose thou thy work, for all must labor, never be free from the pathway of the light. It's all up to you what you're going to do. In exploring the idea of giving offerings that are genuine from a space of non-attachment with the living philosophy of a light heart in harmony with In exploring the ideal of giving offerings that are genuine from a space of non-attachment with the living philosophy of a light heart in harmony with authenticity beyond any dogmatic system, we must be reminded of the core meaning of what it is to offer in the first place. The word offering finds its root from a Latin offer, meaning to bestow or present. But it eventually evolved into the Old English offering, which meant to sacrifice in the way of an offering to a deity. Modern society has conditioned us to believe that we must give to receive, and in order to receive, we must give. It's a platitude that inadvertently feeds the idea of attachment, because if we give so much and feel as though we are not receiving an equal echo back, it can cause us to experience the suffering of expectations. The popular movie and series, The Secret, further fed this idea, not only in giving to receive, but also by stressing that by echoing thoughts and visualizing the material possessions you want/need to have, the universe will open every path and allow the new car or $1 million check to magically materialize in your life. While thought and action do echo back into reality and manifest and materialize in some fashion or another, we must be reminded of why we want what we want, and if the reason is to feed our soul or fill a void. And this is an excerpt from the Kabbalion. Everything flows out and in. Everything has its tides. All things rise and fall. The pendulum swing manifests in everything. The measure of the swing to the right is the measure of the swing to the left. Rhythm compensates. The fifth heretic principle from the esoteric Kabbalion relates to the principle of rhythm and the fact that the universe always compensates for what we put out mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. In living in alignment with the heart and giving genuine offerings that provide spiritual nourishment without any expectation of getting something back, we, in effect, do get something back by the kindness that ripples through the collective unconsciousness, the being of our doing, the life within our living. The biblical parable Jesus shares in Matthew 19:24 further solidifies the key that unlocks the shackles of suffering. And again I say unto you, it is easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to enter into the kingdom of God. Some claim that the accurate translation relates to a particular gate in Jerusalem known as the Eye of a Needle, and only the camel, free from baggage or attachment, is able to pass through the space because the opening was so small. This perspective of the metaphor seems to have its heart in the idea that you may pass through into heaven with what you are, what you've done, and how you've lived, not with what you have acquired, collected, and attached yourself to materially. Liberation may be found in loving all without attachment, giving because it feels good to give, and allowing your presence to be a gift without expectation of anything in return. Whoa. Liberation may be found in loving all without attachment, giving because it feels good to give, and allowing your presence to be a gift given without expectation of anything in return. Power number 2. And here we have selfless love. Here we have, bam. Here we have redefining love. Here we have retrieving good karma. Here we have is this one, where is it at? Where is it at? Where is it at? Where is it at? That great maternal power, world mother energy. Again, gestation in a physical, mental, and spiritual sense. Selfless love. I give offerings that are genuine is clarifying that, you know what, doing what you do and how you do it, free from expectation, free from attachment, giving simply because it feels good to give, doing, what did it say? The being of our doing, the life within our living. They ask me what I do and who I do it for. I give offerings that are genuine. Wow. I feel like it's a lot of spiritually evolved people in this power, and they, including me, have attached a lot of why they do what they do to the expectation of monetary gain. And I feel like it's a message of here, like, that's not how the energy is returned. And living in alignment with the heart and giving genuine offerings that provide spiritual nourishment without any expectation of getting something back, we in fact do get something back by the kindness that ripples through the collective unconscious. We change the fucking world. The being of our doing. The life within our living. Quality of life. Whoa. We're actually focusing on the root chakra. Power number 2. I say we because this is the power I chose. So hey, here we are together. In the hurricane of life, a strong foundation will keep you safe. A strong foundation. What makes up your foundation? What makes up your foundation? Is your foundation built on expectation? Is your foundation built on a platitude that inadvertently feeds the idea of attachment? Are you not reaching this space of attain nirvana due to our attachment to suffering? It's a lot of messages in the silence, pile number 2. Now is not the time to be overstimulated with anything or anyone or anybody. Now is not the time for overstimulation. Let's continue. Earthed. Learning how to be human in the world, but not of it. We are showing up, pile number 2, as the Knight of Pentacles, all right? Our soul calling, we have justice coming out in the reverse. And the path of least resistance, we have the 2 swords. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. We actually have 2 messages out on how we're going to work our light, pile number 2. Transformation is here. Things are changing at a cellular level. Align your life. What is not aligned that needs to change? And I feel like the main thing that that's being uprooted right now is giving offerings that are genuine. Now that we know what it means to embody that ideal of mind, giving offerings that are genuine. Okay, so earthed, learning how to be human in the world, but not of it. In the world, but not of it. The challenge for all souls having a human experience is to be in the world, but not of it. To realize they are souls having a human experience and be fully conscious of it. To have their soul fully embody their body. To have their soul fully embody their body. One more time. To have their soul fully embody their body. There we go. People's personalities tend to relate to either transcendence or immanence. Those who can lean toward transcendence have a longing for the heavens and the metaphysical. They yearn for a personal experience with God and to be lost in the heavens. They're envious of the angels and are more comfortable praying and hanging out in the stars than on earth. That is definitely us. Those who tend toward immanence have attached themselves to earth and their body. They spend more time thinking about things in this physical world rather than connecting with the heavens or their own mystical inner worlds. Being a fully embodied soul, having a human experience, means finding the balance. Again, number 6, equilibrium. Between transcendence and immanence. Being in the world, but not of it. Most RCs are drawn towards transcendence. They're more comfortable with the angels in the heavens. Life on earth can be more difficult for them. If this is you, you're being reminded that you chose to be a soul in a body on earth. And you're being called to focus more of your energies in the physical world. To learn how to be human, a soul in a human body, fully present to what life on earth has to offer you. You have that word offer again. Question. Do you tend to long for the stars or be more in the physical? How can you find greater balance between the two? Again, I feel like pile number 2 is definitely in this space of embodiment and stepping onto a path that does require the full you. And the full you means, grounded. It's given like the energy and the imagery of a tree, like rooted, deeply connected to Jeb, deeply connected to the planet Earth, deeply connected to Mother Nature, deeply connected to Mama Gaia, deeply rooted here at home, both here and in the heavens. The tree sprouts upward into the heavens. You know what I mean? It's given that type of metaphor. Like, again, and I had to remind pile number 1, or could have been in the general message, but we are both at home here as well as the Great Star Nation. Okay, find the balance. Again, we have the word offer and balance that came up right here in this same message of earth. Okay, so that is the message from our ancient ancestors, our galactic family at this time. Learning how to be human in the world, but not of it. Remember that. Remember to learn how to be human, which is a soul in a human body. Okay, fully present to what life on earth has to offer you. Life on earth has to offer you. All right, so let's dive a little deeper. into the you now, okay? We have the Knight of Pentacles. And you know, the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight in the deck, but they are sure, they are ready for the journey. They're actually very much so one with the journey. It's the very physical energy. Knight of Pentacles here. Like, this is the slowly but surely kingpin. Like, I'm very aware that I am going for the gusto, and I'm not doing it in a, I'm hearing the word combustive and combative type of way. I'm self-assured, I'm aligned, I'm taking aligned action. And even though I know that this journey is a marathon, it's not a sprint, I'm well equipped and I'm well prepared. It could also just be a message of money at this time, a message of, you know, what you need to build this foundation that is strong and that will keep you safe in the hurricane, right? And some more of that root chakra energy is highlighted right here. Let's read what this deck has to say about it. I think I have it right here. The Knight of Pentacles. The messenger of riches, businessman, consultant, service. Again, I feel like also like being of service, getting your business together. If you are a starseed and you are here of service, which we all are, and you offer this type of messaging, consulting with other people, get your foundation solid. Get your foundation solid and soar is what I'm hearing, right? The messenger of riches. It's a message of riches coming in for us, pile number 2. Be here now. Be here now. Anchoring these light codes, okay? So we have a message from your soul. We have the Justice card coming out in reverse. And we all know that the Justice card represents balance. Another word for us, number 6. Another word, like is that number 6 too? It's not. But it's actually number 8. So what number is the Strength card in here? Okay, it is different in this deck. Okay. So balance, reestablishing order. That is balance between law and duty, between good and evil, law, balance, fairness, inevitability, the consequences of an action. So the message from our soul right now, pile number 2, we had justice come out in the reverse. This deck actually doesn't even read reverses, which I'm glad. So, hey, we have just, again, soul is saying, hey, we need divine order. We need to be in the right ebb and flow, okay? Fairness, inevitability, okay? Balancing of the scales, the consequence of an action, knowing that what you do matters, how you show up matters. Receiving that good karma. I just love the imagery on this card. I love this deck. This is a really beautiful deck. Okay? So the soul is saying, hey, we have a messenger of riches. We are building our foundation right now. But again, balance has come up 3 times. Reestablishing order. Your soul is like, listen, get it, got it, good. That's the vibes, right? The path of least resistance is embodying the 2 of swords, okay? Making sure you're not in denial. Making sure the crown, it says the crown of Ptah. Tenderness, friendship, protection, okay? Making sure that you're in the space of protecting your crown. And again, the crown of Ptah. Oh, makes sense. Protecting your crown. Protecting your thoughts. Protecting your mind from these psyops, make sure you're in the world but not of it, not applying this purposeful, very intentional, like derailing frequencies and energies that have us forgetting that we are the soul in the body having a human experience, right? And again, there's that message of balance again. I think pile number 2 just needed a very divine, clear message of like, listen, I know you know who you be, and I know being here is tough because you're always dealing with projections, rejection, the latter, the former end of the human experience. That fear frequency, that fear-mongering frequency, the lies, that false reality being forced into you, and that's why you're more transcendent than imminent, or whatever that word was. But protect your crown, protect your thoughts. Be in the space of tenderness and friendship, knowing that you are divinely guided and protected here. Protecting your order, protecting your peace, protecting your legacy, your dream, your lineage, all right, what you came here to do. Making sure that you are being of true service to your mission in a very genuine way, free of attachment, free of the material gain, knowing that stepping into that, receiving, that's how you receive your good karma, retrieving good karma at this time. I feel like we empowered to kind of forgot like how we are blessed to do and be who we are and what we do. Like, this isn't a message of that earthly ego abundance, right? Like, power number 2 experiences spiritual riches, spiritual abundance, which is priceless, okay? Because you're putting into your soul bank, you're putting into your spiritual bank, okay? Like, spiritually rich is a message that I'm getting right now for power number 2, okay? Yes, learning how to be human in this world, but not of it, but the path of least resistance in this on this trajectory of to your true riches. All right, again, the man doesn't enter heaven with material possessions, but by who they are and what they have done. Okay, the quality of life that they have lived, not what they have accumulated material-wise. So check yourself. Why do you want what you want? Are you feeding the soul? Or are you feeding the ego? But the soul says, hey, let's get some divine order. Let's redirect this order. Let's get some divine balance up in the dancery. Okay? Fairness, inevitability. It's inevitable that you get back what you put in. And that giving of offerings said that. Like, listen, but you do get it back. You actually get it back tenfold in many ways, your quality of life, okay, that you live, the life that's in the living. It's a very deep, very beautiful message, and it ain't for everybody. So those that chose power number 2, you know what you're doing, you know what you got to do. This is a time of deep perspective for you, power number 2, because you're aligning with your soul and your mission, and you're choosing the timeline that forces you to be your full self, your full soul actualized in a human body self, right? But remember why you're doing what you're doing, and stay free of attachment. Give offerings that are genuine. It's given. Create for creation's sake. Like, I am an extension of the creator here to create. It's given that type of energy, you know. Get your business in order and create. Have fun with it, like, and the rest is history. Working your light right now. This is a transformation for us, power number 2. Things are changing for us at a cellular level. We are receiving a lot of insight, a lot of redirection is what I'm hearing. Deep healing at a cellular level. Stepping out of, I feel like some of us just got imbalance because we were applying the rules of this world to our mission, and that's not it. This was like, let me let you know, let me clarify, let me correct you before you journey on. And as you're about to receive these riches, I want you to be well aware of why you want what you want, and clear on why you're doing what you're doing. Okay, why this, when it's not aligned or need to change. Okay, what has you fragmented, what has you distorted, what has you energetically imbalanced. Okay. Go through the transformation. Again, that scepter being held. I've seen it here, here, and here. Okay? I'm hearing, just hold on. We're going home, right? You're going home to the timeline that serves the best you. But I need you to be very clear on why it is that you want what you want. I'm being told to read this transformation card. Things are changing at a cellular level. You're not who you were a year ago or who you will soon be. You're in between, emerging, half risen, half falling. Keep doing the work. You are transforming. You will look back at this time with awe. So much is happening in your inner world and within your cells. It's time to release old ways of being that have kept you in fight, flight, freeze mode. To choose a new way of being where trauma is not the driving force. Old childhood patterns are rising up to be healed. As you allow yourself to observe them and feel them without attachment, they loosen their grip and fall away. You're being called to find new ways to self-soothe. Saturn and the Black Madonna and the African goddess Oshun influence this card. Saturn, the Black Madonna, and the African goddess Oshun influence this card. Saturn represents destruction and transformation. The Black Madonna represents the underground and all that has been cast aside. And Oshun represents the tender love of the original mother. This message here is, I almost really want to cry. Thank you so much for gifting me with the ability to anchor in and be a conduit of this beautiful message for pile number 2. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Spirit. A rethreading is happening, healing at the deepest of levels. While you are in this phase, don't put yourself under pressure to perform. You may need to review your relationship with your body, perhaps even shifting your diet or exercise regimen, or getting energetic healing support. You may also need to consider some kind of emotional support, as issues from your childhood may come up to be healed. You are deeply loved. Here's a little light activation for us. I want you to hold your left hand to your heart and repeat after me. I allow myself to receive the deepest healing and transformation for change to happen at a cellular level. I allow myself to receive the deepest healing and transformation for change to happen at a cellular level. Ashe. Very beautiful. How are we going to align our lives now? Align your life. Is it right after this? Because these are both action cards. I must not supposed to be because I can't find the page at all. Child, oh, look too. What in your life is no longer in line with who you truly are? We are cyclical beings in a constant state of change, of evolution, of growth. Change is one of the only certainties of life. When you resist your cyclical nature, you resist life and feel stuck. Many of us have learned to be who the world wants us to be. But there comes a time when it is harder to hold on to this facade than it is to embrace who we truly are. To surrender to how we have changed and align life to that way of being. If you pulled this card, you're being called to let go of who you once were, the things that you once defined yourself by, the job, the relationship, and the mask you wore, and to embrace who you truly are now. To courageously step into the person that you came here to be in full authenticity. To embrace your weirdness and your uniqueness. Perhaps you've outgrown some relationships or circumstances, and it is time to reassess and bring all parts of your life into alignment so that they are congruent with who you truly are today. What in your life is not aligned or needs to change? Beautiful, and I definitely feel I channeled all of that, and I was like, we're bringing all parts in, we getting it done, we doing the things. Let's get a message from the universe on how we can level up our attraction. I trust that my powerful intentions, combined with my faith, are enough to allow my vision to become my reality. This is really beautiful. This is a really beautiful message. This is a really beautiful 222 activation. So pile number 1 was going through a 222, is going through a 222 clearing. They have work. They're doing some clearing work in this portal. Pile number 2 is being activated. Let me hear some song by Janae Aiko. That overstimulated song. Yeah. I trust that my powerful intentions combined with my faith are enough to allow my vision to become my reality. Beautiful. And the universe says, when I lean on the faith of the universe, peace becomes real. When I lean on the faith of the universe, peace becomes real. We definitely went through a full activation, but I'm also called to give pile number 2 everything that I gave pile number 1, which is a transmission for the soul. So pile number 2, let's get this transmission for the soul underway so you can enjoy your 222. And I can only hope that you and you receive the love of this message, the love of Mother Moot. You embody that number 6, that equilibrium, that balance and divine order. Happy 2022 to you. Part number 2. If this message was resonant for you, go ahead and leave me a message in the comments. Let me know how amazing and confirming this message was for you. Just show some love to the channel. Make sure you give me a thumbs up. Make sure you share it. Share it with your soul family. Share it with your friends. Share it with everybody. Let's make it popping. All right. What transmission for the soul do we have for pile number 2 for this 222 portal? What transmission for the soul do we have for pile number 2? This 222 portal. Transmission for the soul. Oh, shoot. Okay. Visualize. 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 Soak that in. Soak that in. I'm seeing 444. 4444. Excuse me. Visualize. Visualize. Number 17. Oh, and I told y'all, I'm not being overstimulated. If you can dream it, you can create it. Your imagination is a magical superpower that develops the content, look, and feel of your life. You can use your inner vision to maintain or transform anything in your life. Visualization helps us to create a dream life without the perceived boundaries of the manifested world. To take your dreams out into the world, recall your vision of them as you meditate. Let the dream become a feeling that leads to a knowing that is deeply ingrained, that is so deeply ingrained, it will become an automatic response. Through repetition, this response gains momentum toward the tipping point between vision and manifestation. Now that you are privy to this universal law, relax and enjoy the journey toward your desires. When a desire manifests in your physical life, a new desire will be born in your imagination and a fresh path will unfold. Trust your ability to create your desires. Trust your ability to create your desires. Release attachment and expectation of those desires being on the other end of you giving. It's that rewiring of that, what it means to offer. Trust your ability to create your desires. We create what we want. And we do so through this pathway of connecting to the source within us on a very spiritual level. And we balance that soul of being in a human body, being human, by knowing that when we give, we're giving just for the sake of giving and being in our and doing in our being and for the quality of our life. We're not attached to any type of receiving on the opposite end from this world because we're not of this world. We're here on it, but we're not of it. We create what we desire because we take a whole nother pathway towards being the creators of what we want, not being on the receiving end of an expectation that literally has us attached to an outcome that is so far out of our control. This just made me have a totally different outlook on money, on the energy of money. It's just no wonder why we are told to give more when we are experiencing a lack of anything. It's a vibration. It's your spiritual bank. This is why people say don't block my blessings. When people give for the sake of giving, they are aware that that's all it takes. Because abundance is a freak. Shut up. Oh, pound number two. Oh, pound number two. You finna really. Pound number two as the visionaries really finna. Pound number one is doing the work to clear up a lot of karmic debt to step into the visionary. Pound number two is activating the visionary. Huh. Wow. Pound number two is embodying the visionary. Pound number two is the visionary. This is it. Bam! Download. Just like that. Okay. Ooh, y'all. And this is what I'm experiencing channel reading. Imagine what we're going to be experiencing through this portal. Noise is everywhere grabbing your attention, so it can be hard to find silence. And didn't I say you were going to be getting a lot of messages in silence? By doing this meditation, you are deliberately moving yourself to a calm, relaxed place. From this tranquil space, you can create a quiet state, also known as stillness. In this silence, you are open to your soul's wisdom. I cannot make this up. Okay. During your meditation, slow your breathing and allow your dreams and desires to flow into your mind and heart. Imagine the room is filling with crystal white light. It moves around you and forms a bubble of light. A profound relief and peace wash over you as you float in your bubble. The ceiling gradually opens to reveal the night sky above you. Stars shimmer and sparkle as a reminder that all you desire is possible. Imagine you're floating among the stars, drawing all you desire into your bubble. What is your biggest desire? Honor it, love it, be it. If you can dream it, you can create it. Y'all, I literally channeled daydreaming. See it, feel it, live it. If you can dream it, you can create it. Come here daily. Come here daily to strengthen your connection and confidence. Feel your dreams become a part of your life and stay here for at least 30 seconds. All right? When closing this meditation, the ceiling gently closes and you float on the crystal white light into the heart of your physical body. You have just activated certainty in your ability to create your life. Breathe this new knowledge into your life and gently open your eyes. Now, if you need to go back and screen record this meditation, these steps, these practices, do your thing. Here's some inspired reflections and actions for pile number two, for us, pile number two. You are creative. Everything you dream, think about, and experience was and will be created by you. Blow bubbles and imagine each bubble is a desire or dream. Choose a feeling for your dream or desire and place it into the bubble. Revisit photos that show orbs and remember what you were feeling in that moment. That feeling is linked to the path of least resistance to your dreams. Y'all, here's some journal work. Draw or write about 3 desires you have not thought that you have not thought were previously possible. You know what you want. for you know yourself the best. You just didn't know how your desire would arrive. And this caused these dreams to end up in the shadows, struggling to see the light of day. Don't worry about how they will arrive. Your job is to ready yourself to receive your desires. Relax. They're on their way, and you are worthy. We have now completed the 22 activation for pile number 2. And if you watch both pile 1 and 2, I hope that all is well with the information you received. Again, if you want to give an offering to me for being the conduit of this message, you can do so by Cash App or patronizing Zane Organics. Again, my readings open up March the 8th for personal readings. March the 4th, I am hosting a giveaway, customer appreciation for all those that enter the raffle for Zane Organics. All the information you need to know is below. Be one with this 222 activation, power number 2. Create. Be in the body. Embody your ability to create. See yourself as an extension of the Creator. And do what you came here to do. All my love. Thank you for tuning in. Again, show the channel some love by liking this video, leaving a comment, sharing with a friend, and subscribing. And I will catch y'all in the next one. Be easy and live your life. Until next time, happy 222, y'all.